Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Welcome to my channel. This is my first upload. I'd like to thank you all for joining me. My son helped me get this channel started. If you would, go over and check out his YouTube channel, Rebel of Chaos. He does gaming uploads, Minecraft, that sort of stuff. Basically, a brief overview. We're going to do some slot gambling, just some general conversations on this channel. I appreciate y'all checking it out. If you like what you see, give me a like, give me a follow. Today we're going to be gambling on chumba.com. I do a lot of online gaming, gambling. Chumba is one of my favorites. Pretty quick on their payouts. Decent return to player. Never really had any issues with this one, unlike a few other ones that I've played. Again, let's just get into it. I do want to put out there, this is for entertainment purposes only. I will show you everything, all my wins, all my losses. I don't hide anything. Keep in mind, gambling is an entertainment purpose. Do not get into it thinking you're going to make a living or with the premise that you're going to make money every time you gamble, because unfortunately that is not the reality. Never gamble more than you're willing to lose. Other than that, I hope you enjoy it, and let's get started here. I've already made a deposit in here, so we're going to click over to their scatter coins, which means you're gaming for money. As you can see, I got a couple of my favorites up here already. I usually do pretty good on the John Wayne, the Raging Riches. I think today we're going to start off with some John Wayne and see how it goes. I don't usually play with the sound on, just because I kind of like it quiet. When you log in, you always got to make sure you do your wage amount. I don't ever gamble big, anywhere from $1 to $2. Every once in a while, I'll do a $5 spin here and there, but we're going to start off today with $1 and see how it works out. And we've already got a hit, so like I said, this is just a way to pass time. Obviously, you don't want to get on here and play with money you need, but I gamble a little bit just for the enjoyment of it. So actually doing pretty good. You don't normally get this many hits right in a row, and as you can see, my wins are not very big. There has been times I've got on here betting $1 and hit for $2,000. Obviously, those are few and far between as well. If you've never played this game, you need to get 6 of the dollar amount symbols to get into a bonus. Obviously, the picture of John Wayne is the highest paying symbol on this game. Few of the other games have multiple bonuses you can get into. The gold JW symbol there is your wild symbol. And the top row up there does count in your spins. It counts as part of rows 2, 3, 4, and 5. And what I like to do is I do bounce a lot between games. If one doesn't seem like it is paying as well, I will move on to a different game. I have found that if you get on this site and you play the same game over and over, and I'm not saying you won't win, but there'll come a point where it seems like it's lagging or you're not getting as many hits. Then I try to move on to a different game and try it out. There's been times I've got on here and deposited $100, and like I said, I play usually $1 a spin, so I'll do 100 spins, and literally, there's been times I've got on here and not hit anything. And then there'll be times that I'll get on and it'll seem like I'll hit on every spin. And again, that's why I like Chumba, because to me, then it doesn't feel like it's rigged or controlled. It seems like it's more random. So it gives you more of that real casino feel with them. And no, I do not get paid to promote them or anything else. It's just my personal preference. I know some people like Chance better. Some people like FanDuel. That is also part of the problem, though, with the state of Ohio and the gaming laws. There are certain websites that are blocked, so you can't always play on all of them. I mean, we started off with like 250, I believe, was my start off. I'm only down to 246, so we're actually doing pretty good right now. I'll probably play it down to about 220, 230 if I haven't hit a bonus by then we'll move on to a different game. Like I said, there's 4. I need 2 more to get into the bonus. And usually if you ain't got it by that row, you ain't getting it. And the way the bonus works is, and hopefully I get in one so you can see it, you will basically continue to spin. It starts off with 3 spins. And as long as you land one of those symbols with the dollar amount in them, it'll reset you back to 3 spins and continue to go till you fill the screen. Once you fill the screen, it'll total it out on this particular game and reset you with a fresh screen, and then all your winnings are times 2. If you do it again, then it goes times 3, and so on and so forth. Any of the symbols with the X in them, like the X times 10 or X times 50, what that equates out to is that many times your bet. So if you get an X times 10 and you're betting $1, you'll actually win $10. If you're getting X times 50 during that bonus phase, you'll actually win 50 just off that one square. And we're starting to get down to where we're almost to our cutoff point. Like I said, it feels like it's starting to slow down a bit. Funny thing is, I've logged out of games and switched games and go to another one and just get a feeling that, I shouldn't have left that game, and I'll come back to it, and within a couple spins, I'll hit the bonus. So, but we are down to our 220 mark, actually 219. So we're going to go back out. And another fun game I like to play is Raging Riches. Now this one actually has 2 bonus styles in it. So you can get, as you can see by this screen, you can get what they call a Fortune Frenzy, which is basically a hold and spin. Same thing, you'll have to get 6 of those medallions with dollar amounts in them to start that game. Or you can get a free spin game. And anyway, so dollar amounts still have to listen to that. There we go. So again, we're going to do dollar spins. What I like to do on this one, though, is click this extra play. It adds an additional, when you're on the dollar amount, it'll add an additional 50 cents. Now, naturally, the higher you bet, the more it adds for the extra play. So it raises your base amount by 50 cents. So therefore, if you're betting $1 and you activate the extra play, you're going to be betting $1.50. If you're playing $2 a bet and you activate the extra play, your bet will actually be $3. So let's get into this one. And basically, like I said, you need 6 of the medallions or 3 of the bonus symbols there to get the free spins. Obviously, the Buffalo Head is the highest paying game, and this is a ways based game, which means as long as you've got one of each symbol in every line, it is a payout, as opposed to a line, which you would have to have them, like if your line went straight across, you would have to have them all the way across. All the symbols, you need at least 3 for them to pay, except for the Buffalo Head. And again, you can see they're not even close to each other, but since they are in adjacent lines, I do get paid out for it. And there are the medallions, and we ended up with 5. That is the other thing I like about Chumba too. A lot of their games have really, really nice, sharp graphics on them. Good pictures. And then these coins here, if you get 6 of them and one of them is marked with like the mini, minor, major, grand, that's how you win these dollar amounts over here. And like I said, sorry, I am new starting out, so hopefully I am not sounding too redundant. And we've got the bonus. So now we're into free spins. And sometimes, I'll be honest with you, the free spins can be a total disappointment. You'll win $2-3, but there's been times I've played these free spins and won 5-6. So hopefully this is a good one. This one here, you can land up symbols, which will expand those reels. They'll only go up by 2 slots, but when they go up, they'll add free spins. Also, the wilds in this will award you multipliers, which, as you can see, will add to your win greatly. And at the end of the free games, everything will total up. So we're at $36.50 right now on the free games. And it doesn't look like it's going to give us anything else, which sometimes happens in these free games. They'll give you 1, maybe 2 good hits, and then that'll be the end of it. And right there we go. We're at the end of it. But still, off of a $1 bet, that's not a bad payout. We're still below our starting point, but not bad, only by like $13. So. And like I said, this is another reason I like Chumba, because it does seem when you get in there and make a deposit that you can play for a while. And the nice thing with their deposits are you can start off with $20 and you can deposit all the way to $300 in one shot, or at least that's what they show me. But you can go in, is say you want to start off with $600, and you can do 2 deposits right back to back, and they make it so easy because it's off of your debit card and your banking information. And like I said, their cash outs are easy once you get your bank account information in there and verified. And there is a little bit of a process to that, because again, they want to make sure it's going to the right person. You know, they don't want to be paying your winnings to somebody else. So you do have to upload pictures of some ID and your banking information, and actually pictures of yourself holding your ID, which again is good. And when I first started playing with them and I would do a cash out, it would take me anywhere from 3 to 5 business days for them to put it into my account, and we're in the bonus again. But once I started gaming with them more and more, it's literally now down to within 24 to 48 hours. It's deposited right into my bank account. Let's get through this, and hopefully we win a decent amount this time, but we will see. And that's going to extend that reel again. And like I said, the further I get into this channel, I plan on having other people gambling with me, and be more funny conversations and good banter between people, because I feel when you do gamble like this, you like to, I myself do it, like I said, for entertainment purposes, so I enjoy having other people do it with me. And it's fun, and some of our conversations can get pretty funny. Um, but like I said, that'll be down the road. Right now I'm just giving it a shot to see if it flies. And there you go, prime example. Not that good of a payer on the free games, so we won $9.90. But and then it'll tally up to your up here up the top. That shows your overall total of what you have left, and it's also down here on your balance screen, so it's easy to keep track of what you've got and how much you've spent. This is one of those games, like I said, if you feel it start to lag, you'll want to switch out and move to another game, because I have noticed with this one, after you win 3, there has been times I've played it till I've gotten 4 bonuses, but usually 2 or 3, it'll seem like it's not, and I know it's random, but to me personally it just seems like it's not paying or hitting as well, and then I will just skip out and go to a different game. So what I think we're going to do here is we'll probably play it down to 200 and see if it's got anything else to show us. If it doesn't, we'll move on to another game. But this is probably, out of all the games, this, John Wayne, and Professor Clank's, which will probably be our next move after this one. Those are about my 3 top choices on here. But I do good on almost all of them. Bucks and Does, another good one. Any of the hold and spend games I really like, but that's again more of just a personal preference. And look at there, now we're in a coins bonus. So hopefully we land a word in this, and by word I mean one that says many, minor, or major on it, or some decent dollar amounts. So anything that's on the screen right now is what I've already won, and it will total it up. And as long as you continue to land a coin, it will continue to give you spins. Like, see there, the 3 went away, and now it's back because I just landed a coin. So now it'll go away again. If I land another one, then it will come back. And I think we're probably about done already with this bonus. And there you go, that is the end of it. So now it will total it up there for you. And then if you watch, it'll add it to my balance. Some of these games will add it in right away as it's counting up. This one does not. It waits until you click out onto the continuation screen, and now you can see it just added it to my balance. And I don't know how long I'll run my videos for. You know, I do like, I watch a lot of people on YouTube. I like the way Vegas Matt has his formatted. So I like to keep my videos probably about the same, about 20 minutes to half an hour. You know, if I was doing some of my outdoor stuff, because I am an avid fisherman and I do spend a lot of time out on the lake, those videos I'd probably do a little longer because you're more active and out on the water, and there's a lot more to see when you're trolling and fishing. Again, and we are back in a coins bonus, so hopefully I can land a word coin on this one. Again, while we're getting into this bonus, if you like what you see, just give me a like, give me a follow, and big shout out to Dustin for helping me set this channel up. Again, if you're into the gaming and like Minecraft videos, that sort of thing, go over and check out his YouTube channel. It's called Rebel of Chaos, and he does do some uploads periodically, so yeah, give him a shot, and hopefully you enjoy his as well. And as you can see, as you can see, it keeps loading in. We're starting to look like slow down here. And like I said, I'm going to keep my video lengths short. We are up on that 20-minute mark here. I may give her another 10 minutes just because we're actually not doing too terrible on the slots here, and cut it out at about 30 minutes, and then we'll see how it goes from there. As long as I'm getting a good response, I will try to upload a video maybe once a week, once every 2 weeks. If you guys like what you see, and depending on the comments and that sort of stuff, maybe I'll upload a little more often. And mainly it'll be online gaming at first. If the channel does start doing good and I start getting some subscribers. I do gamble at Hollywood Casino a lot in Toledo, and I kind of like that casino as well. And I do go out to Vegas a few times a year. Go to Vegas Matt's stomping grounds, the El Cortez, which is beautiful. If you haven't been, I highly recommend going there. I also like to go to La Grande. I stay on Fremont Street area a lot. I will venture down to the Strip, but I like the old Vegas feel there on Fremont Street. And like I said, the El Cortez is one of the original founding places, and they've just went through a big renovation out there, and it is just absolutely beautiful. So I would recommend checking that out, and the Grand as well. The Grand has excellent comps, and just a beautiful casino. It's not real big, which I love, so the crowds aren't huge in there. And we are back to free spins, so let's check that out and see what we can get. And again, I don't get as excited over the free spins. As you can see, most of these bonuses I've had in here so far are not really big winners. There we've got the Bears all the way across, and I believe 9s all the way across. So a little bit of a hit there. And I think just 9s, because 9s is one of the ones. But we got 3 spins because we landed 2 bonus symbols. So those will give you extra spins as well as the growing reels. Doesn't really help though if you're not landing anything. And we really are not landing anything. So, but that's how this game goes. And then sometimes it'll trick you and wait right up till last spin, and all of a sudden it'll give you a massive win. Unfortunately, that was not our luck here. So we are, oh, look at there. We're at a $4 profit for that 23-minute session. So not a lot, but anytime you're gambling and you're ahead, that's a good time. So, and there's that minor ball. So if I was to land one more, that minor ball would be worth $50. Unfortunately, I did not land another one. Kings and aces, a little bit of a hit, $4. So we will do just a few more spins here, but this gives you a little bit of an overview. You know, if you've thought about doing online gaming, like I said, it's when you don't really feel like going out. And me personally, I like to gamble, and I don't always feel like going out. So it's nice because you can download this to your phone, and you know, you got a rainy day or it's snowing out and it's just miserable and the roads are nasty and you don't really want to get out in the weather. Because for me to go to the casino, it's like a 40-minute drive from my home. So I don't always like to venture out there. And this is just a good way to pass the time and just have some fun. My wife actually plays on this site with me as well. It's kind of funny watching her because whenever she does hit, even if it's for a $5 or $10 win, she gets so excited. And we're probably going to do a couple more spins here, and then I will we'll get out of here, but so yeah, if I would have got one more there, that mini would have been worth 20 bucks. That is one thing that that's another reason why I say it makes it feel so random, because you do see 5 of those coins a lot, or 2 of the bonus symbols, you know, like right. Oh nope, we got another bonus. So let's see what this free spins does. But that's what gives it more of that random feel, and I just love getting on here, and because Chumba shows you all their comments, they don't try to hide anything. So you will see people on here bad mouthing that they never win, or this and that, or they've lost this much, they think they're entitled to a win, and those kind of comments crack me up, because again, you're gambling. You know going in that you're probably going to lose. If you hit, great. But if you don't, you got to be okay with it. So again, please don't ever gamble more than what you can afford to lose. And once again, this bonus here is not that good. We are going to get a couple extra spins there from the growing reel, so hopefully it comes back, because $6 is not that impressive. And it does not look like it. We did get aces all the way across, and some bears and some tens, so I guess it did come back a little bit for us. And we ended up with $40. So that is actually gonna put us ahead. Like I said, I started with 250, and I think we're gonna close it out there, because we're almost to 30 minutes on this video, and I don't want to keep boring you guys and just keep going ahead here. So we're gonna total it out today with 259.95. And we'll see, maybe I will upload another video here in a week or so. Again, if you like it, like the video, watch it. If your friends like watching gambling videos, maybe recommend it to them. And we'll get to know more about me in some of the later videos, and some of the stuff I like to do. Like, again, this is just kind of getting my feet wet and putting them in the water. So y'all have a safe, happy weekend. I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving, and Brian out. Enjoy. Thank you.